What's up, guys? Excalibur here. Wanted to go over a quick tra- trade recap and go over the two plays I alerted, and also the two plays on options. So, starting off, I went short at 947 right here. Was looking at this 4130 liquidity, which is pretty much below our week open. Let me mark it up. I just want to mark it up. The 4130. But looking at this play, so we initially had go ahead and delete that. We initially had that rejection off the top of the kind of downtrend we had going. So I went a little bit bearish, kind of looking at how we sold off during the morning. We had kind of a nice push up in the Europe session. Then we kind of consolidated here. And then we dropped. Just noticing that looks like buyers did not want to get back in, especially with the strong bearish candle right at open. Wasn't really looking for, a push back up. So, I was looking at this 5 minute, sticking on kind of higher time frame. We had a 5 minute. Look at this 5 minute, even before this candle. Big upper wick, big upper wick. Eventually, the buyers gave up and we were able to push that market down. We had half back, which was a good reason we stayed below half back. We also had our yesterday's POC, last week's POC, all in this area. So if we're going to break below, we were going to break below. Kind of keeping that RTH open as a stop. Wanted a really lenient bar stop. This one, we had that 4130. I wanted to get below that 4130 and hold. We kind of popped up, and then we had this, and that final last two. I'm trying to find the play. 4130. I had two stops left at 34, 33, 34. Short in profit trimmed at 25. And then when we saw that reversal, should have actually flipped long on that reversal. That was actually a really, really strong, nice reversal. But, eventually those I was out at 41.26. So pretty decent overall. Just watching that 5 minute strong move down. Big upper wick, big upper wick. We were, I think, below VWAP, below the EMAs. Definitely bearish into that. So, and then went long. Saw the nice move up. Try to find reposition all this. I kind of messed up on the alert a little bit, but overall it was a pretty good play. Right here. So we had an initial, basically bullish engulfing candle here, create a fair value gap on the 15 minute. We did hold. There's a nice little hold going down to the 5 minute. You can tell, pull back, hold. My stop was going to be below, if that fair value gap was filled. That was originally going to be my spot. But some odd reason, MES and ES weren't working out properly or something. I just kind of fudged it. But pretty decent move up all the way to RTH open. 1 rejection, 2 rejection. Let it hold half back. Held these POCs. Continued up all the way to that downtrend. Definitely could have been a lot better play. Even though I stop, really tight stop on this play too. 10.13 risk reward. If I would have held all the way to the top, that was crazy. I exited 41.26. So I didn't really get a lot. We had this right here. We came back in. No, that's the wrong one. Hold on. Trimmed 41.38, 41.39, 41.38. So we just had a lot of consolidation. all out 41.38. So there's this comeback right here that I got. I should have, really held it, but we had kind of a wall forming right here. 450 lots. We held POC 41.40. Kind of definitely higher liquidity, higher lots everywhere. Nothing really it was definitely hard to hold on to things today. I didn't know which way we're going. I was trying not to be biased towards a certain direction. So that kind of, made me have quote unquote paper hands. But we had a decent, nice move up and came back in. Checked that consolidation, dropped. Checked this consolidation, pushed up. So overall, pretty interesting. ES looked a little bit better than NQ. NQ, there's that hold. Really nice hold of the 5 minute right here. Break and retest of that opening print was pretty solid. Right here. A weird downtrend continuation up. Interesting, they both double bottomed at the same spot today. And then a nice continuation up. I don't really like to play double bottoms like that. The upside. Kind of went scalpy mode, end of day. And that's all really mainly on NQES. I think it was a double. ES double inside. No, Monday was another inside. We closed right exactly at 41.50, which I'm wondering if you mean revert. If we get outside here and you just mean revert back to 41.50. I don't know what the win-loss ratio that is. Because we've been just, it's like every day, 41.50, 41.50. So when I was looking at, I don't know why these aren't showing up. Apple. So we had Apple and AMD bounce kind of at the same time when I saw that market reversal. Apple, I looked up its market maker data and it was kind of closer to the ceiling than AMD. AMD was kind of in the middle. Apple was kind of closer to the ceiling. So I didn't think there was more of a push up on Apple. And actually looking at the data before getting this really worked out well. Had AMD basically beautiful. That up all the way. Let me turn off bookmap. There we go. I should turn off the clock. I need to redo a lot of this because I had to completely delete OBS because it was crashing. So saw a nice support, long zone, soft target, all in this area right here. Nice little bounce. AMD 99 calls were kind of really heavy. So I was like, let me take a stab. Looking at this is the pattern I like. The quote unquote dragon pattern. You have your tail here. There's your body. There's your front legs. Dragging up. There's your head. And then it's gonna either spitfire up or spitfire down. And I noticed that after the play, but something interesting I've been doing on AMD is kind of doing this low volume node support and resistances, and it actually worked out really well. I said if we break down here, we're gonna head towards this. Usually in the low volume nodes, we reject. You can tell we rejected there, broke down eventually. Nice little bounce here, up to here, back up into this consolidation. So we're just going consolidation, consolidation, to consolidation. So we broke down here, consolidated, finally broke up. Really, really crazy good play there. Then Meta, I talked about pre-market. I had this kind of big bull flag going. And I also had the fractal levels up here. So I was saying if we get up here, I'm going to look to go grab puts, and worked out really well. Market was overall weak at open. And then, the rest stopped out at break even. I actually had a really decent day. Still kind of in that bear flag, so I kind of want to see how this plays out tomorrow. I'll just go through some other tech. Apple, just chilling. AMD, Amazon, had news. So I want to see if Amazon's going to continue. If it's going to have this continuation off news of a little downtrend. So Amazon could get a little interesting tomorrow. Google, I was watching out for that 118 break. Kind of faked out and then dropped. So still on watch. Meta, whatever. Microsoft, 308 hold. Had the news with ATVI going through. NVIDIA, I had my alert on NVIDIA at 281. So it's a pretty decent bounce. And we hit 281.50. Pretty decent bounce off that 281, which is pretty a simple level of March highs, April highs. Where, you know, every pre-market I pretty much show you guys how many times you could take NVIDIA off this 281 level. And then Tesla kind of broke down at 166, but held, so I didn't really look toward that. So going forward, what we're watching can be a little interesting. We're keep rejecting this downtrend. We had that initial breakout or breakdown from our original downtrend, which I had here. We broke down here. We came right back up pretty quick. Still in this range. I don't think this range is going to break. It's kind of interesting that OPEX and Powell speaks on Friday, so that's definitely a huge watch. But overall, NQ finally showing a little bit of weakness today. But keep that last week's high on watch if we get a break over that. That's going to do it for me, guys. Appreciate you guys watching. Hit that like. If you guys haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe. 80% off Apex all week long. Go ahead and take advantage of that, or all month long. Take advantage of it. Don't buy it. Don't ever buy Apex for full price or 50% off. Take that 80% off. Y'all have a great rest of your night.